Now on to what has been trending, and I want to begin with Omondi, who we saw give Mr.Seed 1 million Kenyan shillings cash, as in hivi.
Wonderful album, as imebless watu wengi, tukasema tutambless na 1 million, na hiyo siku imefika buda. God Seed, God akubless mazi. Amen. Ubarikiwe sana. Hiyo ni ya pili, ndio hiyo ni ya tatu. 3 blessing, 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Bro, industry yote iko kwa shoulder yako.
Like cash, 1 million Kenyan shillings. And as Omondi put it, he said that, you know, Mr.Seed is the only male gospel artist who has remained in the gospel industry. That is Omondi's. Those are Omondi's words, because if you ask me, there are several others, but according to Omondi, Mr.Seed is the one who is carrying the gospel industry. So he decided, you know what, after the event that he put out, which we are actually going to show you, so stick around for that. It was only right for him to appreciate and award him, and he gave him 1 million Kenyan shillings. Man, it's the support for me. Moving on, we have our one and only Eddie Butita, the comedian who has now gone global. Now, Eddie Butita is the first ever Swahili writer rather, to write for Netflix. He is the first comic Swahili writer for Netflix, and he has written for Up Shows, a show that is executively produced by Wande Sykes. I mean, I'm sure you guys know Wande Sykes, so she's a big deal. And then to have Eddie Butita being part of this show and writing for them in Swahili. I mean, just the fact that they looked for him to write. Man, aren't you happy? It is clear that this will now pave way to more Kenyan or Swahili comics out there. Congratulations, Butita, for putting us on the map. On to yet another story, and now I am sure you have bumped into one of these videos of this guy who is he is a comedian, and we are loving him because sababu anauza nguo. Yes, he is on his hustle, but the way he's doing it is totally different from how we're used to seeing people selling clothes. So he sells mutumba clothes, but he sells them yani in a really good way. Yani anasema kitu kama, you know, like akizirusha hivi juu anasema ngara wasema unapenda wa baba.
Madam ya kutesa caretaker. Ya kutesa caretaker. Umesimama. Unatoka nje, unamuona ana brush mane. Pia weenda kwa bafu na hii.
You know, among many other just some comic things that he puts in there. And it is just beautiful to see that he is now, you know, going to have it big because he has been signed. He has signed a deal with one of the biggest brands, clothing brands in the country that dresses some of the celebrities that we see out here who are just dripping fine, you know, and he has been given a 5-year deal with them, as well as he is part of the ambassadors, so atakuwa analipwa mwisho wa mwezi. And if he chooses to come to Nairobi, because he resides in Kisumu and his hustle goes down in Kisumu, but if he decides to come live in Nairobi, then kuna mtu amesema pia atamlipia rent for 6 months as he just gets his foot in this city. Isn't that just amazing, just to see people come through for someone who's really putting his hustle on to make money? We all love the song My Jaber, and it is actually still banging because when I check your Insta stories, especially them ladies, I see that song on there once in a while, you know, My Jaber unametameta, wallet nimeleta, and all that jazz. Now, the band have teamed up with DJ Lighter to give us an amapiano version of this same song.